Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of The Right Way Wednesday. We have your compliance team, or at least most of them, on screen for you. We see Val McIntyre. Wave hi. Hi Val. Hi Sherry.
Hi.
We have Alyssa Vertez, our fearless leader, Diane Palacio, Bernice Galvez Soto, and off camera we have Tony Barger and Rebecca Rambo, and they're going to pop on in just a minute and talk to you guys too. We just wanted to share a special edition. You know, I don't know how long you guys have been around with us. Some of you have been right from the beginning back in 2017, and I can't believe that already. And some of you are brand new. But, you know, we do a series called The Right Way Wednesday, and this was sort of born out of something a couple of us did a long time ago back in the day, called The Right Way. And it was on paper, a little old school, but we thought we'd bring it back when we started the Documentation Success Facebook page, because we thought it was a great way to get information out to the field that was factual and based on Medicare and other payer guidelines. And so that's what we've really strived to do with all of these videos. And we've been doing them since June of 2017. At this point, up until today, this is our 122nd video. So that's a lot of videos. We have them all on here, so you can just search the hashtag The Right Way Wednesday, or you can actually go to our YouTube page if you've never been to that, our Health for Heritage YouTube page, and they are all on there for you as well. So we encourage you to go look at that. But we thought we'd share some of our favorites of all time, because we've been doing them for so long. You know, my favorites are really where we get to see people in action. And Tony Barger, whom you're going to see in just a minute, and one of our rehab directors, Nicole Hunn, did a video back in October of 2018, so just about a little over a year ago, where they really highlighted one of our CPT code tools that are on the page you can get to in the file section. And they sort of played the role of patients, each one of them. And I thought that was a great way to really highlight how those strategies would play into real life, into therapy. And I thought that was great. Thank you, Tony, for that. It always brings a smile to my face, too, because
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they injected a little humor into it, too, and it's always been one of my favorites. So I just wanted to kind of go and see what everybody else's was. So Bernice, what was your favorite video or favorite series or group of videos?
Hey, thank you, Nicole. I think that my favorite videos came in the month of October. That month, we were highlighting all the PTs and PTAs out there for the hard work they do, not only to dedicate themselves to Health for Heritage, but also to dedicate the people that they serve daily. So for 2020, I challenge everybody in this great team and other teams in Health for Heritage and out there, we have other disciplines. We have OT, we have speech therapists, and they are also, you know, we're very proud of every discipline, so we want to make sure we continue to highlight everybody. Really appreciate everybody's hard work, and I think that the best way to do it is to highlight all of those that are part of Health for Heritage within the month that their discipline is to be celebrated. So to me, that was one video, or there was actually two videos. You, Nicole, and I actually highlighted the PTs, PCAs out there, but to me, I took that very personally as a clinician myself. It made me feel proud, made me really happy to know that we're being acknowledged and that somebody's taking the time to actually say, you know, we appreciate what you do. We know that you work hard and that you're giving everything that you can every single day. So those were my favorites. What about you, Diane?
Hi, everyone. So my favorites actually was a whole series, and Nicole has already alluded to one of them that Tony did. But the series on the CPT codes that we did a little over a year ago, I think it started in about August of 2018, and we did every week a different CPT code that talked, you know, specific to gait training, ADL training. We've done one on sensory integration. So I think those were very informative. They kind of tied in with some of our resources that we have on Box. So that was my favorite series to do, because it was also very specific and, of course, very relevant to what we do every day. So I enjoyed being part of that series.
Yeah. What about, yeah, thanks. That's great. What about you, Tony?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite because there's so many great ones that are out there. I mean, I think if I think about a topic, my most favorite is the one where we really get to see the teamwork that's happening, you know, whether that's with rehab directors or program managers and their staff, or if it's, you know, fellow clinicians working together. It might be a member of our clinical strategies division or our operations leaders that are meeting with teams and talking about, you know, how they're executing what we need to do every day, right? Or, you know, when as a compliance team member, we're out in the field and we're engaging and talking with staff about that. I think that just resonates the best with everybody. Is it puts it into real life perspective about how we're getting everything accomplished every day. So for me, it's all of those that we have those opportunities to do that. You know, I would kind of echo a challenge that Bernice threw out there also, that I think it's great for us to continue that effort and to try to partner with one another and share those messages about how we're getting it done. It could be as simple as, you know, we've got lots of billing and documentation and clinical framework resources. How do we get those implemented? How do we work with teams to be able to get that to happen? It could be looking at our documentation resources and how are we trying to prevent denials or improve our documentation. It could just be, how are we managing to do the great clinical care we do every day and recording great videos on that? So I would just challenge everybody, let's continue that effort in 2020 and keep it going. So thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I really love those too. What about you, Sherry?
I think some of my favorites have been the pieces that we've done on documentation. I know Donna Barnett did one. She's one of our regional vice presidents. I know Sarah Wendell recently did one on documenting skill. I've done a couple over time. I like them because I think they're very functional for our staff. I think that we try to break it down and talk specific areas throughout the different documents that our staff are responsible for, and we've tried to provide some honest feedback about what we see and what our staff can do differently. So I like that it's functional, and I love that these are short and sweet. I'll also say that one of the things that I like the most about the Right Way Wednesday on our Facebook page is that it's so easily searchable. So if there's a topic that you're interested in, you can always just go up into that search field at the top of the Documentation Success Facebook page and type a topic, and it'll pull up all of the videos that we've done throughout the year. So I think that that makes it very easy for staff to locate resources. So that's my favorite.
That's a good tip. Yeah. All right, Val, you're up. What about you?
Oh my goodness, there's so many good ones. There really are. There really are. And there are a lot of funny ones, and there are a lot of very good information on some of them. But I have to say, my all-time favorite is when Tony and Melissa were rapping. They were rapping in the car, and they showed their skills very well. It really made me laugh, and yet it also was such a great topic on what was to come for compliance. So I thought that was my all-time favorite.
Yeah. Becca, what about you?
I think my favorites are some of the home health focused ones, specifically the one where I got to interview one of our rehab directors in the Oklahoma City market. Yeah. Our home health clinicians, they don't have a gym where they practice with other clinicians. The things that they have are different than other areas in the field. So I think it's great that we can really increase them in getting some of that information out through a video or a Compliance Connection podcast is the easiest way for them to have access to it, being that they're not all in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, that's great. We probably do need to expand that a little bit. We're looking hopefully to do that and do more for those focused really sort of out in the field who are traveling. So that's great. And maybe even some pediatric, because we haven't had a lot of videos for the pediatric therapists out there either. So that's great. All right, from our fearless leader, last but not least, certainly not least, Alyssa, what about you?
Listening to everybody talk, there are so many awesome things that we've done this year. And I think that one of my favorites is when we actually were at our annual retreat and we were at the beach. And there was a really big sense of camaraderie and accomplishment for all the things that we've done. And I think that goes for a company in general. I think sometimes we all forget how far we've come. We just look at how far we have to go. And I think that, when we had a chance to really bring our newest member of QAC, Rebecca, on board and interview her and kind of find out why she wanted to come onto the compliance team and what really made her exciting about it. I think that makes us all excited or re-engaged in just the fact that we really are here to support and really make sure that everybody is in a good place about what they do. And I think that with the ocean in the background, knowing that we had such a great time there and really just re-energized our focus areas and just realized that we feel so much a part of all the team with operations and how seamless it is. I think that was my favorite. And it wasn't just because we were at the beach and there was the ocean in the background and a sunny day. I think it just showed me, how dedicated we are, but how bringing new energy to the team, as we all do sometimes, just really shows, I think how respected we are for what we do and how respectful we are to what everybody else does. So to me, that had to be definitely my favorite. And I hope to do it at the beach next year. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was nice too.
Favorites.
And make no mistake, with that beach in the background, we did a lot of work. We were rarely on that beach.
We maximized the beach.
It was great.
We might not have been able to get to the beach a whole lot, but I think just knowing it was there, I think made us all feel better. And like I said, having new people on the team that just was able to just re-energize,
it was great.
My focus and my energy, I think was a great way for me to start.
It was great.
That year.
Thank you guys. And to Tony and Sherry, who are no longer pictured but are still here. We just want to wish everybody a great day. And from our team to everyone out there, we'd like to say happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
everybody.
Yep.
Thank you. Happy documenting.